Hey guys, Dr. Huntington here. Now, one of the questions that I got this week was, how does my diet affect my memory? So in this video, I'm going to cover the connection between diet and memory, and really overall brain function. And at the end of the video, I'll recommend some foods to help you boost your memory. Now, if you're like most people, you've experienced moments of memory loss. You know, where you think you have an answer to something or some piece of information, and maybe you can even locate it. It's like it's right here, but you can't quite get it, or it's on the tip of your tongue. Now, hopefully it doesn't happen to you often, but for most people, those kinds of experiences tend to increase with age. But not because of age, clearly, because there are many people that are in their 80s and 90s that don't have those problems. When those memory lapses do occur, it's because of problems that take time to develop, and thus they show up later in life. So it's not just age, and it's not normal, so don't fall for that. Now, in some people, those problems can develop early, like maybe in their late 20s or early 30s. And for others, it might be later, like in their 40s, 50s, or 60s. The good news is there is something you can actually do about this. You know, whether your memory problems are smaller or less worrisome, kind of like the examples I mentioned earlier, or you're dealing with a significant memory problem that's really affecting your life. Now, there have been many studies that have shown the relationship between food and mental function. In fact, it's easy to go online and find lists of food that are listed as like brain boosting, have brain boosting nutrients. But the real key is not to just sprinkle some of these brain boosting foods into your diet, between a bag of Doritos and an ice cream sandwich or something like that. I know your diet's not that bad, but you get the point. Improved mental function and better memory really will only start to show up when you get your entire diet in order. And there's enough quality data on this to confidently say that eating a healthy diet is the best way to preserve your memory and keep your thinking skills sharp over a lifetime. Okay, so here's the cheat sheet on a healthy diet. Eat lots of vegetables. And this should be the largest portion of your meal plate. And it's a good idea to eat, various colors, because that'll help you to get a wider variety of nutrients. Eat lots of healthy fat. These are the fats that you'll find in things like fish and grass-fed meats, avocado, pasture-raised eggs, coconut oil, MCT oil, and nuts, such as pecans and macadamia. Now, the oils that you should stay away from are the hydrogenated vegetable and seed oils. You'll often hear them referred to as trans fats, and they're deadly. Don't consume trans fats and hydrogenated oils. If you have them in your kitchen, make sure you throw them out right away and replace them with healthy oils, healthy fats. Okay, continuing our how to eat list. So you want to eat a moderate amount of protein. Of course, it's hard to eat a food that's a protein without also getting some fat, since those two macronutrients are usually together in the food source. For instance, a piece of salmon will contain both protein and fat. So keep that in mind when you're assigning something to either protein or fat. A lot of times they're together. But the rule here is a moderate amount of protein, which for most people is somewhere between 3 and 6 ounces per meal. Now, some diets that are promoted out there really promote a lot of protein. And that's going to be problematic for people who eat that way over a long period of time, so you don't want to do that. Now, lastly, you should eat a small amount of low glycemic fruit. Berries would be one of your best choices in that category. Okay, so that means a diet that is healthy for your brain is going to be low in sugar, low in processed foods, and low in starchy carbohydrates. It's also going to be low in or free of grains. Okay, so the moral of the story is this. A healthy diet over time will contribute to a healthy brain function, and better memory. But if you're still not convinced, here are some more reasons to get the junk out of your diet. There are health conditions, like diseases, which arise from eating bad food, of which memory loss or impaired mental function are actually symptoms. Forgetfulness is a symptom commonly associated with anxiety or depression. There's also a link between diabetes and lowered cognitive function. Chronic stress increases the hormone cortisol, which can damage the brain and cause memory problems. Thyroid diseases, which affect metabolism, often impact memory. In fact, if your thyroid is not functioning properly, your memory can be significantly impaired. It's a major one to check in terms of memory problems, checking your thyroid to make sure it's functioning properly. All right, so let's look at some of the brain-boosting foods. Now, avocados are high in healthy fat, which is a major brain booster, and they also support blood sugar levels. Blueberries are full of brain-protecting antioxidants. Beets support increased blood flow to the brain, and sardines and salmon and trout are all high in vitamin B12, which is crucial. It's a crucial nutrient for brain health. Cruciferous vegetables such as cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, as well as dark leafy greens like kale and chard and spinach, they contain choline and vitamin K, both which boost cognitive function. And if after eating all this great food, you're just too stuffed to put down another kale smoothie, well then just go for a walk, because research shows that walking 6 to 9 miles a week can help to reduce brain shrinkage and memory loss. So write yourself a note now and put it on your refrigerator so that you don't forget to eat the right foods and take a walk. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.